Hello everyone, today I'm going to share with you this beautiful bag pattern. This is a shoulder bag that it's so beautiful, so nice pattern. I'm in love with this pattern because it's super easy to make. It gives me macrame feeling look. I don't know, do you think that it looks like macrame? I have this impression, and I think it's so nice that actually you have no like real holes, but of course you can add lining and zipper and some other things to make it more secure. But when I use it exactly this way, I put my phone, glasses, some sanitizer, nowadays mask, it's enough. It has everything, all the space, and I think this size of the bag is perfect. I will tell you the measurements of the bag right now. So the bag is 20 centimeters, and here we have 17. So 20 and 17. And then my flap is, okay, I will tell you at the beginning so you know later for your reference, 11. So basically you can use any button. I will teach you to customize this hole for your button, and you can make actually bigger size bag or smaller size bag, and with any yarn. I'm using Barbante cotton. I will put the link in the description below under the video. And yeah, you can use cotton, cord, jute, whatever yarn you prefer actually for this pattern, and you can make any size, bigger, smaller. This is a very small pocket size bag. You can make bigger, and actually if you learn this pattern, I'm planning to make other different bags, even bigger one, because I think this pattern is really nice, and I'm going to try it with also adding the wooden handles, so I will show you in my next tutorials. But this pattern is so easy, so fast. This bag will be done in 1 hour or 2 hours. If you add the cord, then maybe it will take some time, but it's really fast. You will be surprised how fast to work the size of the bag like this. So fast that I made two. I love this pattern, and I decided to make the two different colors, and probably I will make even more different colors. Maybe some other will be brighter colors. These are basic natural colors that here on the camera it shows this color, but actually it's very dark brown. But I will show you. I think you saw on the preview in the photos, and I made them exactly the same, and I really like. So let's get started. And I forgot to say that I was using 5mm crochet hook, and you can use actually any size of the hook that matches your yarn, and you must just try first if when you crochet you must have no big holes, like the hook must match your yarn size, and maybe even one size smaller than recommended on your yarn label, so the pattern will be more like without the big holes. And that's it. Then you just sew everything. I will show you on the light color. You sew the flap. You can make the flap even wider or bigger, different shape, it doesn't matter. And you can add the zipper, or add zipper and you will have no flap at all. It's also a very nice looking bag. So it's very customizable, you can do whatever. Then you just sew with a tapestry needle Also here you can add different handle belt, how is called correctly, and you can use it. Of course, you can make a beautiful gift for your friends. And so now we really start. Let's begin and start our bag. We are going to start by leaving the long tail, leave around 80 centimeters, and that we do for strengthening our bottom of the bag. So here you have an oval, and then normally in the center you have small holes if you start to crochet the oval, and we are going to make this beautiful chain to cover them. So leave the tail and make a slip knot as you are used to. Grab your hook and leave the tail away and work with your working yarn as usual. You are going to make 20 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and continue until you have 20. So we have 20 chains, and now we can chain one more, and we are going to insert our hook into the second chain after the hook and make one single crochet. If you are a beginner, you can put marker on this chain so you know later that you have to work into it. I'm going to use just the yarn, so you can use the marker. So grab the yarn if you're scared that you will not remember later where to finish the row, so just do like that. And then you continue with 18 single crochet until the last chain, and we are going to make an increase into our last chain. So continue and see you at the last chain. I'm at my last stitch, and here we are going to make an increase. So make 3 single crochet into the last stitch, 1, 2, and 3. Now if you don't want to strengthen the bottom, you can weave the end. If you want, just keep the tail away and continue with 18 single crochet opposite to the single crochet of the previous row. So make 1, pick up the last the other chain here, and make 18 single crochet until you have your marker, and we make an increase into the last stitch and start the second row. See you later. So here where I have the marker, I will just remove the marker first so we don't mess up, and put the 2 single crochet into this stitch, 1 and 2, and then we are going to slip stitch into our first single crochet, insert under both loops, and grab the yarn and pull through the loop on the hook. And now we are ready to start with our second row. Just chain 1 and make an increase into the same stitch where you had an increase. Oh, sorry, where you slip stitch. 1 and 2. And then just continue with 1 single crochet until you arrive to the increase point, and I show you how to continue. See you then. So I have finished 18 single crochet, and now I'm going to turn and make an increase, 1 increase. So you have 2 single crochet into the same stitch, then 2 increase, second increase, and our third increase. Our bottom is very small, it's just 2 rows, so then we start our beautiful pattern. So continue with 18 single crochet until you arrive to here, and I show you how to finish the row. Oh, sorry. So here is our turning point. This one you don't count, is just the slip stitch, and here our 2 single crochet where we are going to make an increase. As usual, 1 and 2, and then another increase into the next stitch, 1 and 2. And you are going to skip this slip stitch and the chain 1 and exactly a slip stitch into your first single crochet. So that's it. And now pull a bit the yarn and leave the tail. We are going to strengthen the bottom. Just here you have the long tail that you left before, and you are going to insert your hook, grab it, and then just make the chain into these holes in the center. Just insert your hook, grab the yarn, and pull through the loop on the hook. Then move on into the next hole and continue with your chain, insert, grab the yarn, pull through the loop on your hook. And you go on until you are at the end, and then we just finish the chain and weave the ends on this side. So when you arrive to your last one, just pull the yarn and bring it to the other side, and then use the tapestry needle or your hook to hide this leftover yarn. And we are going to start our next row, and we just switch from bottom to the body of the bag. So to do so, just make a chain 1, and here to the same stitch where you slip stitch, you insert into the back loop only and to the back stitch. So here is your back stitch, the horizontal line, and here our back loops. So not the whole stitch, but just this. And you must insert into the both back stitch and make a single crochet. To the next, I'm not going like this, I'm going just to the back loop only and the back stitch here. So these two, and I'm making 1 single crochet, back stitch, back loop and back stitch, or bump, I don't know how to call this. It could be a bit challenging, but it's possible. And we are going to make 1 single crochet all around. And after this row, you are going to make this beautiful pattern. Super easy, looks awesome for the bags. There are no holes and it looks nice. So I will show you the other side. You see, it doesn't even require the lining because it's very thick. And continue this row, and I can't wait to show you the pattern itself. Yay, we finished the row, and now we are going to slip stitch. So here into our very first stitch and start the pattern itself. The pattern, as I told you, is really nice for bags and baskets because you have beautiful, I would even say macrame style look, and no holes, and super easy because we're gonna work with double crochet, so it's really a fast pattern. Just start by making chain 1, insert the hook into the same stitch where you slip stitch and pull a bit longer the yarn. Then you must keep 2 stitches, 1, 2, and insert into the third one. So I'm skipping 1, 2 and inserting into the third one with yarn over. So yarn over and count 1, 2, insert into the third, and you have 4 loops. Yarn over and pull through all 4, and you made a sort of triangle. So now chain 1, yarn over, and you have to go to the back side of the triangle and find those 2 stitches that we skipped just now. So these 2 that you can see from here, you find and insert your hook this way with yarn over, insert your hook and make 1 double crochet, then yarn over, pull a bit the triangle to see the stitches, and insert into the next one and make 2nd double crochet. And that's it. It will look like this. Then yarn over and into the same one where we finish our triangle, this one, the 3rd stitch. You insert again and create another triangle. So you have 3 loops. Now yarn over, skip 2 stitches again, 1, 2, insert into the 3rd one, and now you have 5 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 5, chain 1. Now you see those 2 stitches you skipped, and just yarn over, pull a bit back the triangle and make double crochet. 1, you are making double crochet behind the triangle. Yarn over, pull a bit to see better, and insert into the next one and make double crochet. When you work with this pattern, never forget to finish with 2 double crochet, because sometimes I made the triangle and then I start another one and I forget these 2. So don't forget, so you don't have to undo and restart. And again, yarn over, we find the base of this triangle and insert our hook, pull a bit longer the yarn, yarn over, skip 2 stitches, move to the 3rd one, pull a bit longer the loop, and pull through all 5, chain 1, and the same, find those 2 you skipped, you're gonna work into them, yarn over, behind this triangle. So I must see, sometimes you can pull back to see exactly, okay, this one, and yarn over the next one. The first row you cannot see well the pattern, but later you will see that it's super beautiful, really nice. So continue like that until the end, and I will show you how to start second row. Here I'm almost at the end of the row. We have to make the last time our pattern, so just as usual, yarn over. This is my pre-last triangle. I do all the same, and now I'm going to insert at the bottom of my first triangle. So here is the beginning of it, the top and the bottom, and at this where I already made one, my first triangle, I make yarn over. We don't count this one, it's just a slip stitch, so 1, 2, and into the first one, and we made the same triangle. Pull through all stitches, and then don't forget the 2 stitches that you skip. I changed the hook, but it's same 5 millimeters. Cannot focus. It's same 5 millimeters, but with a grip. So when my hands get tired, I like the hook with the grip. And then just finish with these 2 stitches. One and 2. Oh, sorry. Today my camera focus is really bad. I have to see the settings. So now I'm going to find the top of the very first triangle here. When you will start, if you are just a beginner, you can put the marker if you cannot see, but I think it's very clear. This is the first one, and you just slip stitch to the last one, and that's it. Your first row is done. And now I show you how to start the second row. So yarn over or chain 1, and now we do all the same. Insert your hook into the same top, pull the yarn, now yarn over. You skip those 2 and go directly to the second triangle top, to the top of the second triangle. Skip these 2 double crochet, insert your hook, 4 loops, pull through all 4, yarn over, and we continue. And now behind you have those 2 double crochet of the previous row. You make them as usual. 1 double crochet and insert into the second one. So you are going to have something like that. And we are continuing to make our triangle. So just yarn over, insert into the top the same top where you finish, and yarn over, move to the next top, and pull through all loops, chain 1, and find those 2 double crochet of the previous row and make 2 double crochet. So now again I made one triangle. I go to the top of it, pull the yarn, then to another top, pull through all loops, and go behind. I realized that I do something different. Okay, I forgot one yarn over. You can even do with without yarn over, but I prefer to make yarn over here and then yarn over here. So I have 5 loops. And then chain 1 and make 2 double crochet. And that's how you have to proceed. Just make yarn over, insert into the bottom of the previous one, where you finish just now the triangle, into the same top, and then go to the next top. And that's it. I think you understood. Chain 1 and then finish. That's how the pattern looks like. And then here you do all the same. You finish into the first triangle bottom, slip stitch to the top and restart the row. I think I'm going to show you last time how to finish the row, and then you continue until the length of the back that you prefer. I'm at the end of the row and now I'm going to crochet the last triangle. So here you see, wait, now I'm going to show you. Here is the bottom of the very previous one. Here is my very first one. So I'm going to insert into the previous triangle and then yarn over and finish at the bottom of the very first one. Pull through all the loops on your hook, chain 1, don't forget those 2 stitches, 1, and 2. And then just slip stitch in the top of your first triangle. So continue. If you have difficulty to find the top, you can always use the marker, so it will be easier. And our second row is done. Now you restart the third, all the same, and finish all the same. Chain 1, put inside the same stitch, pull a bit longer into the next top, and then all the same. So I hope you understood the pattern. You can make as long as you wish. Okay, now I tell how many centimeters is my bag. I love them so much, so I crochet several. Maybe like this one. I made it. Okay, if I measure from here to the bottom, is around 21 centimeter. No, sorry. Yeah, 20 centimeters. So, but you can make it bigger, longer, wider, whatever you prefer. And also the lock of the bag you can make with a button or a zipper, whatever you prefer. So continue until you have 20 centimeters and you continue. See you later. Guys, I decided to start crocheting the other color because I already have the bag in this color and I don't have enough yarn to finish the bag. So I will show you everything on this color because it's clear, and I will just continue with this bag color that it's dark. Next time I will start with dark color when I'm doing the trial for myself, and for you I will choose light color so you can see clearly. So here I will just show you all the details, and I will make this bag because, as I told you, I don't have enough yarn to make the whole bag from it. So after you crochet all around 20 centimeters, you must start to finishing the row, to finish the bag. So this is the last row. The last row is also very easy. You have just to make, so I already made the chain one, yeah. So this row is just half double crochet. When you make slip stitch, and you chain one into the same one, you just make one yarn over, one half double crochet. Like this. Then where we have double crochet, you make one half double crochet. To another double crochet, we have one half double crochet. Oh, sorry. Okay. And to this top of the triangle, you make another double crochet. So just continue with half double crochet into each stitch. Here where we have two double crochet, you put one half double, and on the top of the triangle you also put one half double crochet. Alright, so just go on and I show you how to finish the row and the bag. So after you finish the row and you have just to make a slip stitch, insert your hook, then grab the yarn like that and just make it longer and cut the yarn and put it on the other side. It will be quite invisible. And then hide the end in between these stitches. So just cut like that, put the yarn on the other side, and with the tapestry needle weave the yarn so you will not see your seam. And I will show you how to make the flap like this one. It's super easy, just few rows, like one or two, no, sorry, not one, 3 rows probably, and it's done. Very simple. Then just sew, and I have even separate video how to make this cord, but I can show you. Super easy. And your bag, it will be ready. You can add line, zip, whatever you want. Okay, so now the bag is done. Your task is just to make the flap and maybe later to sew the button, or you can put, yeah, I will show you with the button, but you can, like, the bag is already ready. You can even avoid this flap and just add the zipper and it will be beautiful. Like here, you will just add the zipper. So I will, I'm thinking that I will try to show you how to make this with this yarn, because actually it's easier than the bag itself. So I will try to see if it works, if you will be able to see the stitches and everything. So just let's start the flap. So after we have finished the whole bag, of course yours will be much longer, we are going to crochet the flap. For that you have to leave the long tail as well if you want to make this chain to make it with less holes. Then leave like around 50 centimeters and then start to make a slip knot. So just make a slip knot as you are used to, and that's it. And then chain 12. Oh, sorry. Yes, chain 12. Chain 12, or depends how long you want this flap. I will chain less because actually it's very small. Okay, I'm going to chain just 7, but you chain 12, so your flap will be good size for your bag. And then you have to chain one more and make one single crochet into the second chain. 1, 2. Don't worry that mine is too short because I'm doing just for the sample, but yours must be longer. Must be 12 chains. Okay, so I hope you understood. You must go on with one single crochet, because on the flap the main thing is the hole for the button. It doesn't matter the length of the flap itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 into the last one, and then you have to chain according to the size of your button. So 1 second. For example, I have 2 buttons, one is big, one is small. So for the small one I chain 5 for the hole and it's perfect. And for the big one I chain 7. You must see how big is your button. So just now I will chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to make one single crochet into the same last chain. So at this point you must try your button. If it works for you, then your number of chain is correct. It strictly depends on your button. You must do like that. And then try like this. No way. So continue to go until the end of the row. Right now you have to chain one and then continue with one single crochet. Insert your hook into the second stitch and make one single crochet until the end of here, and then make 3 increase into the chain. I will show you later. Just continue with one single crochet. So now, no matter how many chains you made, you must make 3 increase. So I have 5. I will make one single crochet here, one here, and 3 increase. If you have 7, you can make 2 single crochet and 2 single crochet and then 3 increase. So the main thing is to make a turn with 3 increase. First increase, 2 single crochet. We are not making increases into the stitches but into the chains. Second and the third increase. And then I make just one single crochet. So in total now I have 8 stitches. And then I go just with one single crochet here until the end of this row. So right now we are going to make increase and one single crochet. First make one single crochet here, then another one, and then I make an increase. So in total in row 2 you must have 3 increase as well. One single crochet, increase, and one single crochet. So maybe I missed one increase point. 1, 2, you must make 3 increase in total. 2, 1, 2. No, it's right. So 1 second. 1. Then I'm making an increase. And then I'm making one single crochet. And continue with one single crochet until the end of the row and the flap is ready. Then with the tail do the same thing we did here to make it strong. I'm not going to show you on the sample how to sew because you have just to sew here, just to put it in between and to make stitches from inside with tapestry needle. Leave the long tail and sew, and then just sew the button for the hole. I think it's super easy. And then I'm just going to show you how I made this type of belt that is very beautiful and very easy to make. When you are starting the handle of the bag, you have to leave a long tail so later you can use it to sew it directly to the bag. And then we are going to make, as usual, a slip knot. Then you are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then insert the hook into the second chain and make one single crochet. Then you turn and you have this yarn, this small, and you insert the hook into this yarn on the side, pull it 2 loops and make 1 single crochet. Then you turn again and you have 2 yarn here. You insert into both of them, pull first through the 2 and then make 1 single crochet. Then you turn again and you have again the 2 yarn on the side. Grab the yarn, pull through all 2 and make 1 single crochet. So the idea is you always switch like this and then insert in these 2 yarn on the side. It could be a bit tricky. The 2 yarn, then you pull your yarn and you have to make 1 single crochet, and then you turn again and that's it. You have to continue until you have the length of the cord that you want. This is one of the simplest crochet cord that is very good for bags, bracelets, or other things you need something strong that lasts for a long time. I think you understood the principle, so just continue. And after you finish, you have to pull the yarn, for example, through all 3 and then cut and then just sew to the bag. That's it. And then you have to leave 2 long ends that you will use to, you can use some, I don't know, some other ring or metal ring or whatever to attach first and then to the bag, or you can directly sew it like this with a long end. You put like this and you make few stitches with tapestry needle and that's it. Your bag will be very beautiful like this. I just made few stitches here and few stitches here. They are practically invisible. If you even make the line for the bag, then it will be very nice. And I think if you want, you can also add lining and zipper. If I find a person who can make it for me, I will make it. But actually I used already without, and nothing falls if you don't really do like that, and it's very convenient. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching and see you again next time.